Hello guys, Pascal here, and today I want to do a quick overview on Udimi and the strategy I use to write my swipe emails. Now, Udimi is a very popular website for when you want to buy solo ads. To get set up, it's very easy. Like on their main page, their website is udimi.com, so you just come here and put your full name, email, and password, and then you join for free. Now, I'm going to log into my account real quick and show you how things are done in there inside. So let me log in with my username and password. So when you get in there, one of the things you're going to want to do is to set up your profile. Your name should be already there. You can put like a brief description about yourself. And you're going to notice like these tabs up there. So obviously you're going to try to find sellers from whom you're going to buy clicks to your website. So the way it works is that when you find a seller, you're going to provide them with an email that you're going to write that contains a couple of links to your website. So to find sellers, you click here and you're going to find like several sellers, and you can sort them by different filters. A lot of people use like niche, like if most of them are on the make money online niche, so you're going to find a lot of sellers there. So I recommend that you go through the list, check their reviews to see how effective they are, like if people are getting sales or sign-ups when they use them, and then you can choose like which one you want to use. Now, one of the things you're going to need to have set up to use in Udimi is your swipe email. And to get there, you click on swipe here, and to create a swipe, I have like two swipes here, but basically it's the same. There's a slight change in the two. I'm going to explain later on. But to create this new swipe is pretty easy. You just click on new swipe here, and then you will have to write your subject and your text. Now, when I first started, this was a bit of a challenge for me because I was always thinking, what do I need to write to get people interested in clicking and checking what I wanted to promote. And this is why one other thing I observed also is that sometimes I would sign up for some offers that I find on the internet, and I started receiving emails from people, and I was having a hard time remembering like why is this person emailing me? Why is this guy or girl emailing me? So I click on their emails, I'm reading. I don't know whether it's spam or if it's a website I opted in, and I would unsubscribe, and only when unsubscribing I would see like more information on the list or from which website I opted in, and sometimes I would remember and others I would just not remember, so I would just unsubscribe. So, and I was thinking, what if the same thing would happen with me, with my email? What if people were seeing my emails on their inbox and have no idea where they were coming from? So that's why I think it's important to have a strategy when writing your swipe emails, because a lot of people, like when they're starting, like with Udimi, they get some swipes from other people, and they just copy and paste and send them to their solo ad vendor. So, but if you do it like that, then there's no real connection established. So people are not going to know why they're getting emails from you, and most likely they will unsubscribe. So this is why I think that it's really important to establish a connection with the people who are signing into your list, and it needs to be done from beginning to end. So this is what I want to talk about today. And this is the blueprint I'm going to follow. So basically, you establish your connection with your subscribers from the email all the way to the follow-up sequence, because the way it works is you're going to provide your swipe email to the vendor, and then he's going to email his list. People are going to check the email, click on the links, and then they will get to your lead capture page. Some of them will be interested, some won't. So some will opt in, and then so it's a whole process. So your job as a marketer will be to establish a connection for all the way through. So from the email subject to the email body to the lead capture, even like you can do if you can personalize your lead capture page, that's good. If you cannot, then you can always create like a bridge page where you introduce yourself, or you can even do a video welcome email and then send them to your follow sequence. So when you do it like that, then the person knows about you from the beginning, and then there's no way, I mean, it will be very difficult for them to receive an email from you and say, who's that guy? Who's Pascal? I've never heard from this guy, because I've done the job of introducing myself from the beginning all the way to the follow-up sequence. Now, this is how in this video, I'm not going to cover the bottom part. I was just making an illustration for the strategy, but I will talk about the email, how to write your swipe email for your sold ads. I want to give credit to Rob Fraser, which is a smart, sharp marketer that he's the one who taught me how to do this from one of his videos. So I'm going to use this technique to write my swipe emails. Actually, I've been doing that, and I used it a couple of times, and it works for me. So as I showed you in there, so your email has two components. It's your subject and then your email. So you're gonna have to design it to establish connection with these folks who are coming in. Because one more thing that you need to keep in mind is that people do business or join people they trust. They're not going to join you because you have the best offer in there. Like, so think of it this way. You have like 3 guys offering the same offer to the same person. Then obviously they're going to join the one with whom they establish the best connection. So your job is to establish that connection from the beginning. So you have the email subject and the email body. Now the email subject, the only purpose of that subject line is to have them open the email. This is the only thing it needs to do. You're not going to try to oversell or do anything complicated in the email subject. So you have to put something not hypey, but interesting enough to have them to trigger their curiosity, so they can click on that email and read what it's about. So you're going to need to write your subject email to have that effect on them. Now, the email body, the only purpose of the email body is to have them click on your link so they can see the capture page. Okay, so this is the only purpose of the email body. So you're not going to try to go full speed into selling them anything there. So you still trigger their interest. You give them like minimum information that makes them want to click and see what your offer is all about. So you have 2 components in the email body. The first one is to introduce yourself, and then you talk about where you're at and whatever business or system you're using. Like if you're making money, and you can tell them that you're making money, but if you're not, then you talk about like the results you're getting. Or you can talk about the system, but it needs to be true. It needs to be real, and you cannot lie. You don't BS them, right? Because these guys are exposed to several hundreds of offers, like, and they have a hard time like sifting through to see where to go and where not to go. So be real, be yourself, and talk about like where you're at. In whatever system you're using. And the second portion is what's in it for them. Don't go too much on the first part where you're introducing yourself, because all right, so you talk about yourself, but right, they know you. but it's not about you, it's about them. So you need to quickly transition into what's in it for them and why they need to click on your link to see what you have to offer. So this is a strategy behind that. I'm going to take one of the emails I use to illustrate how I do it. So first, the subject line. The subject line I use is like this one. I put in brackets network engineer. So this is me. I'm a network engineer. So I put network engineer finally figures it out. Now, when you see something like this, well, finally figures what out in network engineer? What does it have to do with, I don't know, like making money online or whatever? So it triggers a bit of curiosity. So if I see an email like that in my inbox, I'm thinking of clicking on it and see what exactly this network engineer figured out. So you click, and then this is my email. So the first portion, like I said, is to introduce yourself. Okay, my name is blah, blah, blah. So I'm telling my story here. So everybody's going to have their own story. So you don't have to copy paste any swipe email that was given to you. So because most likely a lot of people are going to use the same email, and it's not going to make a difference whether you sent it or someone else sent it. But if you tell a little bit about yourself, so people will be able to connect more. So I tell my story briefly. Like, I've been working as a network engineer for almost 12 years. And I'm on my way to be working from home full time. Okay. This is true. A little bit story about myself. I had issues with my country's economy. So I started looking for opportunities online, and I struggle big time to make ends meet and take care of my family. So I got beat up badly in online marketing until I came across strong leadership in a solid system. Okay, so I think this is as far as you need to go in introducing yourself. And because these folks, again, what they need to know is how the information you're going to tell them is going to be useful to them. They don't need your whole life story. I mean, they can care less. So now you transition about what's in it for them. So this is where I tell them a little bit about what they're going to expect. So since then, I quickly got a steady flow of leads for my online business, and my income is steadily flowing, which is true. I mean, I'm not yet, I haven't reached a point where I'm making like $1,000 a day. So I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not making $1,000 a day. What I'm doing is I'm using a system that works, and which is sending me like leads to my business, and my income is really increasing steadily. So yes, you can say that. So I tell you that because I can show you exactly how to do the same in fast. No guessing, step by step. I lay everything out for you. So then I tease them here a little bit. So because you need to make them think about the outcome of what I'm bringing to the table can give them. So what would it feel like to make an extra $100 to $400 per day in your business? I mean, what would that bring to your life, to your business? How would you like to finally have a step-by-step plan that builds massive passive income online? Now, this line is important because I use it to make a connection to the landing page I'm going to use. In this case, I'm using this landing page, and the copy in this page is money never sleep, but you can, how to build a massive passive income online. So I'm using that same line in my swipe email to still maintain that connection that I want to establish. So when the person reads that line, builds massive passive income online, and then if they click on my links and then they go here, so they can still establish the connection. Now, a better method would be to like personalize this landing page and still present yourself there. You could put like, you can still make a relation with the network engineer. You could put like Pascal, whatever. But if you can't personalize, then you need to find a way to still maintain a link between your email body and your landing page. So I'm using this line to do that. So I said that this email is also a very part of the plan. Get more info here. Talk soon. Now, in terms, you also need to put links to your landing page in there. I've been taught that it's recommended to put your link at least 2 or 3 times, because some people are not going to read all the way through to the bottom of your email, even though it's very short. So a lot of them are not going to read all the way through. So try to put like your link 2 or 3 times. So I put in the first third of the email, I put a link here, and then I put a second one here in the middle, and the third one like here in the bottom. Okay, so this is the strategy I use to build my swipe emails, and I've used that strategy a couple of times on Udimi, and I always document my progress, and highly recommend you guys do too, not just for Udimi, for everything you're doing, because when you're going to tell your story, so you need to have evidence of where you came from and where you are right now. So I used this on my first Udimi. So I ordered like 53 clicks. I got 19 opt-ins, 35% opt-in rate. So 19 people were interested in what I was saying in the email, and they opted in to check my offer. I didn't get any signups there, but that's how this business works. You're gonna have to keep doing it. So I tried again a second time with a different seller, and I ordered 100 clicks that time. He gave me an extra 38 clicks, which was awesome, and I got 85 opt-ins for a whopping 61% opt-in rate. And as you know, I'm promoting the Leaders League 360. I have 4 offers in that funnel, and some of these guys took me on 3 of them took me on one of the offers, which is Beyond Push, and another one took me on the Traffic Monsoon offer. So this is a numbers game. You're gonna have to keep doing it, keep sending traffic to your offer, to your landing page. And you're going to have to keep trying different vendors as well. I mean, like some vendors lists will be more responsive to your emails than others. So you're going to have to keep trying different vendors, or you can even tweak your swipe emails. By no means this is a set in stone email template. I mean, it's a template you can use, but I think it's better to personalize your email to establish a connection with the folks who are going to be in your email list, instead of copying and pasting a swipe email to send to these sole ad vendors. So this is it, guys. This is the strategy I use to write my swipe emails. Udimi is free, and I highly recommend it. It's a lot of people are having a good success using it. They have an affiliate section, so as soon as you sign up, they're going to provide you an affiliate link. Free to sign up. They have one Prime membership, but you don't have to sign for it. Like every time someone uses your link to sign up and they place orders, you get 15% of their orders. So if you're interested, ask your sponsor for their affiliate link and sign up. And if you don't have a sponsor, then you can use my link below the video and sign up and use my strategy. And I'd love to know how this works for you. So I hope you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.